Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. How's it going for an April Fool's Day, Wednesday, Hump Day? What do you want to call today? The chat is up and running. Let's come up with a good poll here for today. Let's see. Do you think Donald Trump is betting on the war with Iran? Let's find out. How's it going? What are you guys up to? Not much. An update, my father is at home. He did get released from the hospital last night at about 5. When I ended yesterday's show, he was driving home, or while riding home. He was not driving. And thank you to everybody for the best wishes and the prayers. I do appreciate it all. He's doing much better. He has fresh lemon meringue pie today. Okay. Lemon meringue's my favorite. Afternoon chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The guest stars of the show are the people in the chat. They determine what we talk about. This show has no script. It has no agenda. That is left up to the people in the chat. You can turn this show on a dime if you'd like. Jump in there, voice your opinion, list your priorities, or just say hi. Everyone is welcome. This is, however, a free show. You'll find no midstream ads, no sponsors. Nothing is behind a paywall. I'm not running for political office. I am not trying to become an online influencer. And I'm not coming out with a line of merch. I am not trying to sell you anything. And I hope you're not trying to sell me anything. I honestly believe interactive TV is where we're headed. My opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and voice yours anytime you like. Our weather turned cold again. It's 40. Well, colder. I'm in Michigan. Yeah, I'll probably go Saturday. Take him nuts. Oh, he's not allowed to drive for 2 weeks. He's got physical therapy in home. He's got a long way to go. But he's tough. He's going to make it. So, what's going on with you guys? Anything in particular you care to talk about? The war is not going good. We're still pissing away money. Partial government shutdown, Congress on vacation. There's a whole bizarre world going on out there. I don't want to go too much into the weeds. Oh, I'd like to keep it light and friendly. You know what I mean? The whole war situation sucks. The same country that cannot afford to pay the ACA healthcare subsidies, about $30 billion, is pissing away $2 billion a day on a war that was totally unnecessary, totally unprovoked. That's my opinion. I'm just a guy on his couch. I have no clue. I'm not getting intelligence reports, but I'm telling you, there's no country on the face of the earth that is ever going to attack the United States of America. We are not the next victim. We are the bully. We are committing war crimes every day. That's the United States. That's what the reality that we are currently living in. War criminals. The United States is guilty. I find it real interesting that Trump has removed all the sanctions on Russia. He is, in essence, changing sides in the war. Same thing he did in Syria. He's now done in Ukraine. He does not understand the difference between ally and adversary. But he has tripled up his personal wealth. Tripled in what? 13 months? He has tripled his net worth at America's expense, at the world's expense. In my opinion, Donald Trump sold out the free world. He's done everything in his power to piss off our allies so that they are no longer allies. And he is snuggled up to every dictator he can find on the planet. He does not understand right and wrong. He only understands what he wants. He wants to enrich himself. He wants to enrich his friends. He wants to protect himself. He wants to protect his friends. That's the way I see it. I mean, feel free to disagree. I believe the United States is in a recession. And we have not seen where we're going. He is taking us into uncharted territory. He is trying to crash the world economy. He's trying to trash the United States economy. And he's trying to steal from the American taxpayers. He's suing the IRS. And his Treasury Secretary thinks it's okay to settle with him and give him money. Your money. He's cooking the books. You don't realize that we are in a recession, a full-blown recession. And it's about to get worse. In my opinion. I don't have any insider information. I just know what I see on news. And I know what I see with my own two eyes. This country is in a recession, and it's going to get worse. All he cares about is Epstein's ballroom. Doesn't care about war, doesn't care about U.S. citizens dying. Doesn't care about $40 trillion in national debt. Does not care. That's the way I see it. Sociopaths do not feel empathy. They just don't. They don't have a conscience. 5 minutes after he steals from you, he doesn't know who the hell you are. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Feel free to jump in the chat and educate me, straighten me out. All he's done is lie to the American people. There is no fraud in our elections. Illegal aliens do not vote in our elections. Illegal aliens do not collect welfare. Illegal aliens do not take your job. They fill jobs that you don't want to work. They're dishwashers, they're cooks. They're working for minimum wage. I'm sorry, but your government lies to you. What can I tell you? Your news media lies to you. It's what they do. If you watch, you'll see the micro smiles every time they're lying. Carolyn Levitt has got a micro smile that shows you she knows when she's lying. And she lies anyways. Christian Bungard Esquire. A message that was retracted. Interesting. Are you a bot Christian? Or are you a real person? You know that we must abide by the community guidelines established by YouTube. We don't have a choice. We must abide by the community guidelines. If you didn't retract your own message, stop cursing. Use your words. Makes me wonder what you said. Most intelligent people can use other words and still get their point across. I'm just saying. Christian Bungard Esquivel. I don't know what to tell you because I don't know what you said. But I do know that YouTube tells me to tell people to like and subscribe, comment, feel free to vote in the poll. Nothing's going to cost you money. I know that. But we do have to abide by the community guidelines. YouTube had a whole list of words that they're not going to print on the screen. Wasn't my list. I could add to the list if I choose, but I did not. I don't want to censor people. I trust you to censor yourself. Use other words that will not get your message deleted or retracted. I curse in here a little bit. Julian Schott. TS boring? TS? You mean is boring? Julian Schott? I don't think you're boring. I must be losing something. Well, welcome, Julian. Sebastian Hernandez. Ion like blacks. I'm not getting what you're saying. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. This is as pretty as I'm going to get. My makeup artist didn't come in today. I make growing old look good every day. That's my opinion. A little bit of eye candy can't hurt the show. I'm teasing. But I thank you for the compliment. At 69 years old, to be told I'm pretty, oh yeah, thank you. I'm sure Julian is much prettier than I am. I'm just saying. This is interesting. 4 people in the chat, and I think you're all brand new. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. Feel free to lead this show in any direction you want to lead it. I have no script. I have no agenda. If you guys want to talk about Christmas cookie recipes, we can. Yesterday, I think we were talking about dogs. I have no specific topic. I watch a lot of politics, so when no one's in the chat, I talk about what I watch. My favorite shows are not political at all. My favorite show is probably Cross Timbers Bison, Lions Talk by Chat Sports. That's hosted by Mike Kimber. Tom Grassi. He's a comedian. I think he's talented. He entertains me. But yeah, my favorite shows have nothing to do with politics, but I do watch a lot of politics. Lately, I've been watching Kyle Kulinski and his wife, Crystal. I don't agree with everything they say, but some of it, yeah. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm definitely anti-war. I'm anti-humans killing one another. It's the worst thing that we can do as a race is kill one another. Any problems that we have on planet Earth must be fixed by the human beings. Bunny rabbits ain't gonna fix shit. Neither are fish, grizzly bears, wolves, deer. They're not gonna fix anything. The only ones that can fix what goes bad on this planet are the human beings, the people. Lately, it seems like we're breaking more than we're fixing, but could just be my perspective. Maybe there's good going on that I don't know about. Let's hope. Okay. Excuse me. So what are you guys up to today? What do you want to talk about? I did my normal routine. I got up, had coffee, toast, and then I went back to bed and took a 2-hour nap. I'm a nap specialist. I've been training for these naps my whole life. If napping was an Olympic sport, I would be a contender. I'm just saying. I wouldn't say that I'd medal, but I'm telling you, I'd be in contention. There ain't nothing better than a 2-hour nap, in my opinion. But I'm an old guy. When I was young, I wasn't into taking naps. When I was young, I was busy. I think all young people are busy. Burning the candle at both ends, as they say, right? So what do you guys got going on today? Yeah, I need to trim the mustache and the beard. They're out of control. I don't care. It's just like the hair. I brush it all back and I forget about it. I just don't care. I worried about my appearance when I was young, trying to attract a mate. Those days are gone. Yes, I smoke cigarettes and pot. I don't recommend you do either. That's your proof that I'm not AI. AI don't smoke. What do you guys got going on for April Fools? I don't even know. Is that celebrated in other countries? In the United States, it's like a freebie invitation for practical jokes. I don't know. Is that a worldwide thing? Do people in Sweden or Turkey or Indonesia? Do you guys cut up on April the 1st? I didn't wear green for St. Patrick's Day and I didn't prank anyone today. I have other things. Practical jokes are funny. They have their place. I used to do them at work all the time back in the day. I picked on my friends. Not innocent co-workers, but friends, you know. So what do you guys got going on? Well, we're getting a little bit of voting action here. That's good. I honestly think he's betting on it. He wants money. These people are all greedy. That's why they're in politics in America. It's bribery central. Okay. Bribes, underhanded backroom deals, you know. It's what we do here. These people are criminals, in my opinion. I wouldn't trust them, any of them. I'm just hanging out, winging it. I do that every day on here. I really don't care what we discuss. Yeah, I'm going to start telling friends and family about the show. We're going on 8 months now. I was even thinking about printing up some business cards for the show. Some way to get the word out. Oh, I don't know who YouTube's putting us in front of, but there's like, when I look at my analytics, it tells me that 2,800 people have seen this show. That's it. So I don't know who they're marketing the show to. I don't know who they're putting it in front of. I don't think I get in anybody's recommended category unless they've subscribed. Subscribers are at 59, something like that. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? Come up shooting with a topic. Put the show in some direction. Please. I like that name, Julian Schott. Sebastian Hernandez. That sounds kind of fancy. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like some type of politician. Sebastian Hernandez. So far, I think I've talked to people in 11 different countries. So I'm thinking that after year one, we should have a decent international base. I don't know what's going on with us locally. I know that a guy in Ohio was on the other day. That was the first for a person from Ohio. It's growing, but it's growing, small steps, baby steps. When I decided to do this, I thought I'd give it 3 years. So I'm not getting impatient yet, but when people are in the chat, the show definitely goes faster. It moves at a quicker pace. Oh, I'm probably not going for a walk today. It's too cold. I'm not hauling that winter coat out again. I'm so over winter. I don't need it anymore. I thought it was a light winter compared to some that I've seen. It seemed relatively light to me, but with the global warming crap going on, I think the weather is pretty much changing everywhere. I know if it would warm up now, we could probably get 2 growing seasons in here in Michigan. That would be awesome. Nothing beats farmers markets and fresh produce, in my opinion. I go to a farmer's market and there's a Amish farmer there that he's got the biggest green bell peppers. I mean, them suckers are larger than a softball. Flavorful. I asked him, I said, what are you putting on these dang things? He said, water. That should be all they need, right? There's no telling what's going to happen to our food supply now that Trump legalized Roundup again. Yeah, he legalized it. Evidently, the company doesn't mind getting sued for killing people. They want to stay in business, so they bribed the politicians, and it's not restricted anymore. Well, all of these regulations that they're rolling back, they save human lives. And when they roll them back, they're saying, well, it's okay if a few people die. It's not good. In my opinion. That's like the disclaimer I should have printed at the bottom of the screen here. In my opinion. I spent most of my adult life working in Vegas. Table games in the casinos. 33 plus years. I don't recommend it. It was good while I was there, but Las Vegas is struggling right now. Tourism in America is down by, I'd say, 50% minimum, maybe more. Well, this is one of the things that Donald Trump did. He destroyed tourism in America. I don't know how they are thinking they're going to do that FIFA championship here. I don't think people are going to come. I wouldn't. Who wants to be detained by ICE? First thing they do is kidnap you and ship you out of state. There's no telling where you could end up. You could end up in damn CCOT without ever seeing a judge. The due process afforded to all people in America, citizens or not, that due process that's guaranteed by the Constitution is being ignored by ICE. They don't feel it applies to them, even though it has worked in this country for 250 years. According to due process, even those that are here without having U.S. citizenship are entitled to their day in court. Due process says you stand before a judge. The judge determines whether you can stay in this country or not. Those guarantees are in the Constitution. And ICE is ignoring them. They are violating their own civil rights. If you're an ICE agent, every time you go up and pepper spray an innocent protester or beat someone down or kidnap someone, you are violating your own civil rights, not just theirs, but your own civil rights. The due process that is for you is for all. Maybe you don't understand how civil rights work. If I don't stand up for you and your civil rights, in essence, I have no civil rights. When you stand up for someone else's civil rights, you are standing up for your own. If you fail to stand up for someone else's civil rights, you, in essence, have surrendered yours. Our next president can take ICE in its entirety and send them to CCOT. If you can send one of the other citizens of the United States to CCOT, our next president can in turn send you. Bye, dumbass. Don't go around violating people's civil rights. When your employer gives you an illegal order and tells you to go rough them up or offers a reward for kidnapping a child, turn to him and tell him no. That would be illegal. I was just following orders is not a valid defense. I was just following orders does not work as a defense. You know right from wrong. You know what your civil rights are. Don't violate someone else's civil rights. It's pretty simple. Shooting American citizens is not the solution to anything. The fact that you think it is means you probably need some counseling. You've been radicalized. Maybe in your 47 days of training, they might have taught you, I don't know, basic human rights. It's a matter of time before you, as an ICE agent, attack someone and you get killed. It is a matter of time. Here in the United States, we are gun owners. We have the right to defend ourselves. Keep that in mind the next time you're raising a hand to a fellow U.S. citizen or any human being in America. Do not attack them. It's pretty simple. Due process says that you go and you get a warrant for someone's arrest signed by a judge. We believe he's here at this residence. We need to go and get him. We have outstanding warrants. It's pretty basic. It's not raiding the local cheesecake factory and arresting the dishwasher. I'm sorry. There is no search warrant signed by a judge. You don't even know that guy's name. You can't arrest him. He's innocent until proven guilty. Prove him guilty. Follow the law. The law says you cannot walk down the streets in America and start beating people with a stick. That would be assault. What do we do with people who assault other people? If they don't get killed, we put them in jail. You try it. I'm telling you, you're not going to like the way this turns out for you. Okay? If you're an ICE agent and you're breaking the law, that shit ain't going to fly. I was just following orders is not a valid defense. You're an adult. You're expected to know right from wrong. You're expected to know the laws of the land. I see a lot of ICE agents that are going to end up standing in front of a judge saying, well, that's what they told us to do. And the judge is going to find your ass guilty. Then what are you going to do? You're expected to know right from wrong. What are you going to do? Stand in front of the judge and try to prove to him that you're not mentally capable? I'm sorry, dude. It's not going to work. Stop mistreating people. Your future is at risk every time you do it. Your civil rights are being violated every time you violate someone else's civil rights. It's just a fact. Deal with it, okay? These ICE agents think, oh, we're all a bunch of bigots. Oh, boy. No, that ain't going to fly when you're standing in front of the judge and your freedom is on the line. None of that shit's going to fly. And they've got you on video. I don't care if you're wearing a mask. They got you on video. How many of those January 6th rioters were convicted? You think you're going to get a presidential pardon for violating a state law? Good luck with that, honey. It ain't going to fly. Minnesota will charge you with murder. And it's premeditated murder. You knew. You went looking for the guy. You hunted him down. Premeditation. Duh. You put your weapon on and you said, let's go chase this guy down. Let's hold him on the ground and we'll shoot him in the back 10 times. And then we're going to say it's self-defense. That ain't going to fly, honey. What kind of job are you going to get if you killed on your last job? Well, my last job, I got convicted of murder. But I won't kill anyone at this job. They're not going to believe you, you psycho. God. You're destroying your own future. You're destroying your own country. That's the way I see it. If you're an ICE agent in the United States of America, number one, your job's hanging by a thread. Number two, it's not going to be the great reference that you think it is. And number three, I was just following orders is not a valid defense. You're going to get convicted. Once convicted, you're going to get sentenced. And guess what's waiting for you in prison? All the minorities that you were beating on the streets. This is not going to end well for you. That's the way I see it. What good is that $50,000 signing bonus going to do for you when you're sitting in prison? These white people that think it's okay to be prejudiced. I feel sorry for you guys. Your prejudice That puts you so far down on the totem pole. You're barely an American. The laws changed 55 years ago, honey. All are equal. It's been the law for 55 years. If you're a 30-year-old white man bathing in his bigotry, that law's been around your entire life and you've chosen to ignore it. Guess what's going to happen? Do you know how societies work? Societies have laws. They have rules. It's an umbrella over all of us. If you go outside the boundaries and you break the law, you don't follow the rules, society is designed to squash you like a bug. Not that black or brown man you were picking on. Society is designed to squash you like a bug. You're the one that's going to get convicted of a hate crime. You're the one that's going to get sent to jail. And guess who's in jail? All the black and brown people that you wanted to mistreat in the first place. Isn't that wonderful? Let me know how that works out for you, honey. Okay. It's not going to go good. You need to grow up. Get past your bigotry. You might try educating yourself. You might try getting some counseling. That bigotry ain't going to fly. Corporate America is sick of the lawsuits from bigotry. They're going to turn on you. You're not going to be employed. Our society has rules, and you must abide by those rules, or you suffer the consequences. No one else. You see these Karens on the videos. You see what happens to them. Their lives get destroyed. You think it's funny using the N-word? You better grow up. Okay? This is not going to work out well for you. I don't care if you think you're emboldened because Donald Trump is a racist bigot. It ain't going to do you no good. You're going to get convicted of a hate crime, and that's going to stay on your record. Corporate America is tired of $50,000 settlements. They're not going to put up with it. It's the same thing. You can't go to work for any major corporation and be a misogynist. It's not going to work. They're tired of sexual harassment lawsuits. They're tired of racial lawsuits. Corporate America ain't putting up with your shit. You're hitting the door, buddy. The corporation ain't going nowhere. You are. So you better get past your bigotry. You better grow the fuck up. What are you going to do when some guy you drop an N-word on sues you? He's going to win. They've got you on video, you dumbass. They're going to get a judgment against you in the next 20 years. If you ever own anything, guess what? That guy's going to walk in and take it from you. You're destroying your own life by holding on to your own prejudice. You need to grow up and you need to get past it, and you need to do it yesterday. It has been the law for 55 years. I got no sympathy for a white man using the N-word. None. And neither will the judge, neither will the jury. You may as well just pull your wallet out and walk down the street and start handing money to people. You will pay for your bigotry. There's cameras all over the United States of America, everywhere except Nancy Guthrie's house. They're going to get you on camera. You're done from that point on. Anything you get put on video doing, texting, emailing, this shit lives forever. You may think it's gone. It's not gone. Somebody's got it. That shit don't go away. And you're being kind of foolish thinking it is going to go away, thinking you can get away with it. Sorry. It ain't going to fly. Hell, if I see you doing something, I'm going to videotape it. I can post it. It can go viral. Then what are you going to do? I see people make stupid mistakes all the time. It does not end well for them. There is no such thing as a black man. There's no such thing as a brown man. There's no such thing as a white man. There is one human race on this planet. One human race. You better get a clue. The law changed in 1965. It's now 2026. We're going to wait for you to grow up? No. Society's moving forward, and you don't want to be run over, mauled, because you couldn't grow up. You couldn't get past your own insecurities. That's where prejudice comes from, is fear and insecurity. You think you're a man's man because you're a bigot? No, that makes you a little girl. That makes you sissy. A grown-ass man gets past his prejudice. When the laws changed, he said, oh, maybe my father was wrong. Get past your bigotry. Grow up. Society will crush you. You cannot thrive as a bigot. It's not going to happen. You need to mature. You need to grow up. Get past your fears. Control your fears. You cannot hate people without having an uncontrolled fear. And an uncontrolled fear, you don't know right from wrong. When fear is in control, you cannot rationally think. That's not the way fear works. A little bit of fear is a good thing. In control, it could save your life. A little bit of fear keeps you from stepping off the edge of a cliff. That's a good fear. Little bit of fear in control keeps you from walking down a dark alley at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's a good fear. But if fear takes control, one of two things happens. You become a hermit. You're curled up in a corner in the closet and you can't function in society because you're afraid of everybody. Or two, you try to go outside and function and your fear has control. Your rational mind does not. We're gun owners here in the United States. If you go out into your front yard and you take that gun and you're pointing it at everybody as they walk by, what happens? Society snatches you up and they take your gun. And then they put you in for a 72-hour psychiatric hold. Maybe this guy's lost some of his marbles. You're not under threat just because they walk by. You can't legally point a gun at them. When you do, you're breaking the law, and society is designed to crush you. They'll step on you like a cockroach. You're just a bug. If you can control your fears, you can be a gun owner. But if you can't control your fears, being a gun owner is the last thing you want to do. There's a lot of people that can't control their fears, pulled out that gun, pointed it at someone, shot at someone, and now they're sitting behind bars because they couldn't control their fears. Control your fears. Fears are good. When the fear has control, you cannot rationalize. You can't say right from wrong. That's the way fear works. Same thing with anger. A little bit of anger could be good. Stand up for yourself. Don't let people walk all over you. Little bit of anger, okay, acceptable. What happens when your anger gets out of control? You're not rationally thinking and you start throwing punches at people that weren't attacking you. What happens then? Oh, society's designed to get you too. Squash you like a bug. Think about it. Your bigotry ain't gonna fly in our society. The law says different. You want to keep that N word in your vocabulary? It's the same thing as playing Russian roulette. You best grow up, son. That shit ain't gonna fly. Women can vote. Black people can vote. Brown people can vote. What are you going to do? You mistreat all these minorities. You cheat them at every turn that you can get away with it. Oh, you feel good about yourself. Oh, I cheated that black man out of something. What are you going to do when white is the minority? You've trained them how to cheat you, how to mistreat you, dumbass. You're better off just to grow the fuck up. Okay. Get past your insecurities. Get past your fears. Control them. Hatred can only be there with uncontrolled fear. It's okay to dislike someone. It's okay to disagree with someone. But to hate someone, that means you're deathly afraid of them. That's not the solution you're looking for, honey. Okay? It's just not. Tolerate your fellow human being. You don't have to live with him. You don't have to eat with him. You don't even have to like him. All you got to do is tolerate him. You think you can go it alone? You can't. You are codependent on every other human being on this planet. You just too stupid to realize it. Other human beings give your life value. They're not creating hardship for you, and they're not plotting against you. They are bringing your life value. You depend on them every day. You just don't realize how much you depend on them. Get up, walk over, hit your light switch. Does the light come on? Yes, it does. Do you know all those guys at the power company? I don't know them. I don't know their names, but I know I can depend on them. I know that when I get up tomorrow and I walk over and I flip that switch, my light's going to come on tomorrow too. You're depending on those people. Do you know whether they're Christian or Muslim? No. Do you know whether they're Republican or Democrat? No. Do you know what color their skin is? No. You don't know their names. You don't know anything about them, but you do know that you can depend on them to be on the job every day. You go to the grocery store. Do you expect that they're going to be open with stocked shelves? Yes. That's dependable. You know, you can go to the store. I don't have to go to the store today. I know I can go tomorrow. I am getting value over those people that work at the grocery store, and I don't know who the hell they are. I don't know their names. And what's worse is I don't care about their names. Excuse me. I must need another cigarette. If you live in New York City, walk to your front door, open your front door, and take a look around. You've got options. You've got options of things that you can go and do. You can run errands. You can go to the bank. You can go to the grocery store, the gas station. You can go bowling. You can go to the movies. You can go out to eat. Options. All those options you wouldn't have if you lived, I don't know, northern Alaska, 100 miles from your nearest neighbor. New York City has got options that northern Alaska just does not have. All those options come from other people, not you, not just the white people, all the other people. I was telling a story a couple of weeks ago about some tangerines that I bought that I loved. I went over and I read the label. I saw that they were grown in the country of Turkey. I don't know that farmer, but I know he grows some damn good tangerines. I love those things. They were great. Do I care what his religion is? No. Do I care what his political affiliation is? Nope. He's giving my life options that bring my life value that I would not have without him. I'm depending on him to grow his tangerines. But I don't know him. Open your front door. Tell me, what was built by one man? Not the roads, not the cars, not the houses, not the office buildings. None of it was built by just one man. It was all built by a group of men, a group of human beings that were able to put their differences aside and tolerate one another so that they could work together to build these great things. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care what job you do. If you don't get up and go to work every day, what happens to you? You don't survive. You don't make the cut. All of us, all human beings get up and go to work every day. You can bank on it. You can rely on it. We do every day. When I open my front door, I have options that are all dependent on other people, not on me, on other people. I need those other people in order to have all these options. Without all those other people, I got no options. The quality of my life has been reduced without all these other people that I do not know. But I depend on them every damn day. You want to know what quality of life is? It's options. The more options you have, the better the quality of your life. If you live in New York City, you open your front door, how many options do you have for dinner? Lots of options give your life value. Without those options, if you live in Hicksville, Ohio, you got one stoplight and no restaurants. Where are your options? Got no options. The whole town's closed by 9 o'clock at night. I got no options. Where's your quality of life without your options? When your options come from other human beings, what's that tell you? You like other human beings. You like those options. It gives your life an intrinsic value it would not have without them. I hear all these people saying, oh, Christianity is the only religion. No, it's not. It's not. The value is having the choice of all the different religions. I can choose which one I want. You can choose which one you want. All those options give us a value that we would not have without those options. We need those options so that our life has greater value. We are dependent on one another, and we are all reliable. I know you got these clowns on TV telling you you're better than those guys. No, you're not. You're exactly the same as those other guys. Your skin might be different, your language might be different, your hair might be different, but we're all basically the same. We're codependent on one another. The more codependent we are on one another, the more options we have. The more options we have, the better the life we have. I know you got people on TV telling you you need to be in your subgroup here. There's only one human race. Everything else is a subgroup. Christians, Muslim, black, white, rich, poor. Subgroups, they mean nothing. There's one human race. And we need all of the people because we want options. It's pretty basic. I don't care what task you're trying to do. I don't care what your goals are. Whatever the task is, the first thing you need to realize is that if you get more people on your team, the first thing you do is lighten your own workload. The second thing that happens is you increase your rate of success. For example, one guy wants to build a house by himself, not dependent on any other people. It could take him 2 years if he's a good enough builder. 2 years to build one house. The same guy decides to get 200 people on his team, 200 people to help him, 200 human beings to work together with him. He could build that house in 2 weeks and not have to work as hard. So tell me again why you want to go it alone. Tell me again how it's in your favor to do things by yourself without any help. Makes no sense. Common sense dictates I need as many people on my team as I can possibly get. The more, the merrier. I don't have to agree with all those people. I don't even have to like all those people. All I have to do is tolerate them. Get past the differences so that we might work together and build something beautiful, something huge, something that one man might have struggled to accomplish. You want to win? You want to be successful? Get more people on your team. Human beings. That's what you need. That's the solution to whatever your problem. Doesn't matter what the task is, building a house, building a road, mowing the lawn. Get more people to help you. Your workload is lessened and you are able to complete your task faster. Success becomes easier the more people you have on your team. You got all these people on TV that are trying to divvy you up into subgroups, and they're telling you the exact same thing on both sides. Here in the US, they say the Republicans tell you that the Democrats are out to get you. They're evil. They can't be trusted. You can't work with them. You can't do anything with them. And as a matter of fact, you need to strike first, because if you don't, they're going to strike first and have the advantage. They divvied you up into the subgroups, Democrat and Republican, and then they told both subgroups the exact same thing. The other guys are bad. Those people that are telling you to hate one another, trying to get you to have conflict with one another, these are not your friends. These are people that are trying to control and manipulate you. They have an ulterior motive. They're trying to make money off of you. They're being greedy. If you're a Democrat and you're running for political office, what do you need to win? More voters. You've already got the Democrats going to vote for you. So which voters do you need? Oh, you need the Republican voters. That's right. How are you going to get them to vote for you if you just spent the last 4 or 6 years hating them and refusing to work with them? These people that are telling you to hate one another, to fight with one another, are not your friends. They are trying to control and manipulate you because they have an ulterior motive. They are chasing their own greed. They are stealing from both groups. They are trying to abuse both groups. Substitute Christian and Muslim. Substitute black and white. It doesn't matter. There's only one human race. Everything else is a subgroup. Oh, Germans, Italians, French. Subgroup, subgroup, subgroup. You need them on your team. So why are you supposed to hate them? If you need them, why should you hate them? Maybe you shouldn't. Oh, ta-da. I'm sorry, but open up your front door. Point to the bad guy. Oh, you may not like that guy's job. You may not like the way that guy dresses. You may not like the way that guy cuts his hair. But that don't make him a bad guy. That don't make him a criminal. If it did, the police would have already arrested all of them, right? You can't tell who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. So why are you supposed to hate them? Oh, it's easy to lump all the Democrats as being bad guys, or it's easy to lump all of the Republicans to be bad guys. Can't work together with them. There's no way we can come to a compromise. Not for an hour, not for a day, not for a month, not for a year. We cannot compromise on anything. We are totally different from one another. You must compromise. That's your key to success. Your key to success is to tolerate one another. Think about it. They're trying to divvy you up and play you against one another. They're telling you to hate someone else, to not trust someone else. Why? Because they're getting paid for it. They have an ulterior motive. It's not always clear what the motive is, but I guarantee you they're getting paid. They're making money off of divvying you up into subgroups. Pardon me. I'm bad with the mute button today. Sorry. My point is simple. Stop being afraid of your fellow man. Stop hating your fellow man. And start tolerating your fellow man. It is the key to your success. If I can get along with more people, I can get more people on my team. If I get more people on my team, I can achieve all of my goals much faster. That's it. End of story. I get to achieve all my goals by tolerating you and getting you to tolerate me. That's not so difficult. I can manage that. I can get along with people. I can work with people. Sometimes tolerating people is not easy. Sometimes it's difficult. But you got to do it anyways because it's in your best interest to tolerate them. I can give you a classic example. I was working in a casino some years back. I was up for promotion and management decided to hire from outside. They hired a guy. Soon as he got there, he found out I was up for the promotion and didn't get it. He was scared of me. He was thinking his job was not that secure because I'm standing right there waiting in the wings, ready to take it. He didn't trust me. What if I was going to backstab him? He didn't know me. He was mean to me. He fucked with me every chance he got, trying to get me to quit. That wasn't in my plan. Quitting was not in my plan. I needed my paychecks. I didn't have another job lined up, so I'm not about to quit this one. All I got to do to keep this job is tolerate this guy that's messing with me. So be it. I tolerated him for 3 months. 3 months later, I had found a better job. I had moved on. But for 3 months, this guy made my life at work a living hell. Made it as difficult for me as he possibly could. Why? Because he was an asshole. Some people are assholes. So what? Get past it. Tolerate it. Don't ruin your life and quit your job because you got a little bit of stress. Find a new job. Line something up and then move jobs and go on with your life. You cannot let your interactions with other people cloud your judgment because your future is at stake. Stay on your path. Follow your path. Take care of you. The easiest way to take care of you is to tolerate the other people in your life. You don't have to like them. You don't have to hang out with them. You don't have to agree with them ever. All you have to do is tolerate them. If we could all tolerate one another, we wouldn't have to have wars. We wouldn't have to kill one another. Anybody that is killing another human being is failing to tolerate them. That's your loss. That's your failure. You need to tolerate, not hate. You cannot have hate without having uncontrolled fears, and uncontrolled fears are society's wrecking ball. Your uncontrolled fears will tear down everything that we have built as a society. We need to tolerate one another and keep building. Keep building and keep teaching one another, educating each other. If there's something I don't know about and you know about it, I would really appreciate you jumping in the chat and teaching me, straightening me out, enlightening me. My need to know level is very, very high. I want to know. That's just the type of person I am. But I'm telling you, hating your fellow man is not the answer to your problems. Tolerating your fellow man is the answer to your problems. Everything is a subgroup. There is one human race. Everything else is a subgroup. Get past it. Don't fall for this. Don't let them play you one against the other. They're divvying you up into these subgroups to make you easier to control and manipulate. Refuse it. Tell them no. I'm not just a portion of this subgroup. I'm a portion of the entire group. I belong to the human race, and there ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it. You can pick on me because I'm not black. You can pick on me because I'm not Jewish. You can pick on me for any multitude of reasons. But I'm telling you, I'm a member of the human race, and there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. Legally. Excuse my language. I feel strongly about this. If you're prejudiced, you need to grow the fuck up. You need to get past it. If you want to be successful in this life, you better outgrow your prejudices. You better control your fears. Our society is designed in a way that if you stray outside the lines, if you start coloring outside the lines and you're not following the laws and the rules of our society is going to squash you like a bug. You got your gun and you start pointing it at people that aren't threatening you, and what happens? Boom. Society has got you now. First thing they do is take your gun. Second thing they do is say, this guy's lost some of his marbles. Let's do a 72-hour psychiatric hold. Maybe we need to lock him up. That's not the freedom that you were bargaining for when you bought that gun to defend yourself. I guarantee you that's not the freedom you wanted. The truth of the matter is, if you want to be successful in this day and age, you need to control your fears. Outgrow your bigotry. Educate yourself to the point where you understand that just because that guy's different than you doesn't mean he's not a human being. He's a human being. You must treat him with respect. You don't have to agree with him. You don't have to like him, but you need to respect him. Treat him the way you want to be treated. It's just like I was talking earlier about the ICE agents. Every time you violate someone else's civil rights, you are at the same time violating your own civil rights. If you want to stand in your front yard and holler at all your neighbors as they go by, chastise them, what are you doing? It's not illegal, but you're training those other neighbors how to treat you. If you can stand in your front yard and yell at them as they go by, they can stand in their front yard and yell at you as you go by. I don't think that's what you were going for when you were standing there yelling at your neighbors. You need to tolerate your neighbors. Those neighbors are the same people that are going to save you when shit hits the fan. And those same neighbors are the people you're going to save when the shit hits the fan. those clowns on TV that are telling you to hate your neighbor, when the shit hits the fan, they ain't nowhere around. They're going to pull a Ted Cruz. They're going to get on the first plane out of town. These are not the type of people you want to rely on. They're running away when the shit gets hairy. Those neighbors you don't know, when we're standing in floodwater that's chin deep, one of those neighbors is going to be pulling by in a boat, and he's going to see you, and he's going to pull you out of the drink, get you to some higher ground, and vice versa. If you're the guy in the boat and I'm the one that's drowning, I know you're going to do the right thing. You're not going to pull me, or you're not going to drive by me and let me drown. You're going to stop and you're going to pull me out of the water. You're going to do the right thing. We always do. We're human beings. When we're in that floodwater, you're not going to care who's a Democrat and who's a Republican. You're not going to care who's Jewish, who's Christian, who's Muslim. You're not going to care. It's not going to matter. It becomes trivial at that point. Because why? We're all in trouble. The floodwaters are here. We're in the thick of it. And when those floodwaters resolve and they drain off, who's going to be there working side by side, shoulder to shoulder with you to put it all back together? That same neighbor you've been told to hate. Don't hate him. He's your next best friend, goddammit. You need that guy. You want that guy. He's on your team. Why? Because he's a member of the human race. Respect him. Because when the shit hits the fan, he's the one that's going to be with you, digging your way out. I know you don't know his name. So what? Get past it. Grow up. These people on TV that are telling you that war is good are not your friends. These people on TV that are telling you to hate one another are not your friends. You need to stop following these people. They're not doing you a good service. They're doing you a disservice. They're trying to cause chaos, trying to cause conflict, trying to divvy you up into those subgroups and play you against one another. It's also that you don't notice them trying to steal you blind up in the corner here. That's what they're doing. They're making money off of you fighting with your neighbors. Think about it. These people that are telling you to fight with one another are not on your side. They have an agenda. Sean Hannity is picking up a paycheck. You want to believe what he's saying, that's your option. But I'm telling you, he's getting paid to say that shit. They're all getting paid. They've got a hidden agenda. You don't know what it is. But they're divvying you up into these subgroups for a reason, and it's so that they can take your money. They want to use your fears against you. If you turn on TV in America, you're going to think there's an armed gunman on every corner of America, and it's just not there. It's not true. Every time they tell you one guy shot up a Walmart, they play it over and over and over and over, and they're brainwashing you with this. They're showing you and they're saying, be afraid, be scared. Because if you're scared, it's easier for them to divvy you up into those subgroups. What they didn't tell you when that one man robbed the Walmart or shot up the Walmart, what they didn't tell you is 339,999,999 guys didn't shoot anybody. They're using your fears with that one bad apple. And they're telling you that the whole bushel of apples is bad. It's not. There's one bad apple. When we take it out, the rest of the bushel is fine. Back in the 70s, I saw a study one of the colleges did. It said, in the history of America, no matter what laws Congress passed, and no matter how militarized our police department got, the crime rate, the felony criminal rate of the population was 7%. No matter what laws they made, felony criminals, not jaywalkers, not speeders, armed robbers, rapists, right? Violent people, 7%. It never changed. No matter what laws they passed, no matter how militarized they got the police department, they could not move that number. It never went to 6% and it never went to 8%. It remained a constant. 7% of the population is what we can call felony criminal. That means 93% of us are not felony criminal. 93% versus 7%. And let me point out that of the 7%, 2 million of them are currently behind bars. Between federal, state, and local authorities, they're already behind bars. Is there crime in America? Yes. 7% of our population. There ain't a goddamn thing we can do about it. Doesn't matter what laws they pass. Doesn't matter how big the police department gets. It's going to be 7% no matter what you do, no matter what I do. It's a constant. But that means that our good guys outnumber our bad guys by almost 10 to 1. It's 9.3 to 1. $9.3 to 1. Good guys outnumber the bad guys. They don't tell you that on the news. They don't show you the good Samaritans. They don't show you neighbors helping one another out. They don't show you strangers helping each other out. Because they can't control and manipulate you by showing you that. They want to stimulate your fear. So they're going to show you the guy that shot up Walmart. They want to scare you so that they can put you into those little subgroups. Don't fall for it. Control your fears and understand that the good guys outnumber the bad guys by a lot. All right, it's time for me to end the poll. I've been ranting for a while now. Let's see here. We are deadlocked at 50%. Do you think Donald Trump is betting on the war with Iran? Good to know. 50-50. I believe if he's not, his cabinet is. They are getting insider information and they are trying to financially improve their status with that information. That's my personal belief, but I respect yours. Thank you for participating in the poll. I do appreciate it. Afternoon chat, Monday through Fridays, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. I want to thank all the people that chatted. Sebastian Hernandez, Julian Schott, Christian Bungard. I appreciate you. I appreciate your participation with the show. You guys were today's guest stars. Let me show you a little bit of love in the chat. Give you a few hearts. Let you know that I care. Okay? I do need to ask people to like and subscribe to the show. It will help you, YouTube, somehow, some way, put us in front of more people. I appreciate you all very much. You'll find this is a free show that does not have a script. It does not have an agenda. The guest stars of the show are the people in the chat. They determine what we talk about. They control this show. When no one gets in the chat, I have a tendency to run on about whatever's crossing my mind on any given day. That's because I'm not going to live stream at air, but okay. You guys do have control over this show. This is not a political show. This is not an agenda. I don't care what we talk about. I like to meet people. That's my whole thing. If I preach anything on this show, it's tolerate your fellow human being. Get along. It's all you got to do. If you want to be successful, tolerate your fellow man. I don't care what task you're doing. If you're failing at some task, if you're not achieving a goal, you need more people on your team. If you can get more people on your team, you lower your own workload, you increase your rate of success. Plain and simple. You'll find this is a free show. No midstream ads, no commercials, no sponsors of any kind. There is nothing behind a paywall. There is no upsell. I am not running for political office. I am not trying to become an online influencer. And I am not coming out with a line of merchandise to sell you. I plan to leave your wallet alone. Okay? And I hope you plan to leave mine alone. This show cost me $13.99 a month. I got it. I'll fade this one. Okay. Thank you for your participation. I do appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you can. If you can't, don't sweat it. I'm not. We're going to be where we're going to be, and we're going to be here 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. I'm trying to make the show reliable. I'm trying to make it dependable. That's the best thing I can do. You could recommend it to friends and family, but it's not required. I'll never require you to do anything. All that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm the host, Ghost Mostly. I'll be in at 3 Eastern. Find some joy tonight. Find some happiness. Be safe. And please get along with everyone. It's the least you can do. With all that said, I'm going to thank you guys one more time. Love you. Appreciate you. Excuse me. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a marvelous day. Bye.